Mary Plates in the house. There ain't no hole in this chat tub. There you go. And Rich, remind me the name of the winner of this is called the who?
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Burgermeister Meisterburger. And I believe... Wait, who won that last year?
Dennis.
Is he here, I hope, to defend his title? I don't think so. I don't think he's here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a whole different setup. I don't even know how to operate the camera on here.
You look
trying.
Look crazy. You got some...
I'm just trying not to wake the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa's here. Hey. Hello there.
It's funny
Welcome.
because your beard is you're breathing so hard
Santa
through it.
keeps-
You kind of sound like Darth
Santa Claus
Vader.
keeps going. And
But,
Guido,
you know.
welcome, my friend. Sorry about
Now
the
it's
late
'cause-
invite, Guido. I today I was like, oh my god, it's been a busy week, busy week, and I was like,
Rich, I'm on a
send
headset,
Guido an
and
invite.
it's wide underneath the beard.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alexa's probably sick of this Santa hat at this point. Christmas morning, Christmas night. Here it is. Oh, and there's Margot from the Julie Louise Dreyfus fame.
I'm having trouble getting connected to Kahoot.
My whole name wouldn't fit. I'm sad.
What was
What?
the rest of it?
Sword Chuck from River Bottom.
Oh, Chuck. I'm
Yep.
hungry.
But if there is a bear icon, I am totally set.
Stogie Claus is in. Oh, look at Stogie Claus. His picture has Santa Claus smoking a stogie. Very appropriate. Margot's in officially.
Finally.
My mom
Yo,
is
yo,
in.
yo.
Rich is in. Jeff is in. Brian, can I guess that you are Santa Balls?
Yep.
Now, is that Balls as in Springsteen or Balls as in balls?
Either or.
Its balls is in demonetized.
Santa Balls. Oh,
I was.
Devin A, welcome, my friend. He's looking. He's looking. He's got the eyeballs. Welcome. Now that you're in Jersey, you get to enjoy this extravaganza too. Yeah. Usually you have a lot more people, but it's not too bad. The captain is sick. The former champion from last year. I saw him at the movies earlier. He was at Puss in Boots, which I'm going to tomorrow, but I thought he'd be home in time for this. I didn't realize. So we're gonna have a brand new champion this year, unless DJ Elliott makes a grand appearance soon.
Dennis has said that he visited the YouTube channel. Oh no, that was Sean. My bad.
No, I did drop him a text.
You
He didn't
did?
get back to
Okay.
me, so I don't know his status as of now.
Oh my god.
I might have just dropped him that text, and he was like, "Oh boy."
Look at Santa smoking bong.
What'd you say?
I said, look at
That's
Santa.
funny.
I said, look at Santa smoking stove.
Oh, the stogie. I thought you
Yeah.
said smoking the bong.
Yeah, I was trying to get that picture to be a little bit bigger, but I don't know if you guys could obviously see it all right.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Not bad at all.
I gotta say, the name of the night, Otter My Love. You win.
Otter my love. Oh, and the categories. First 5 questions, Christmas Vacation. The next
Yes.
5, Charlie Brown. The next 5, everybody's favorite, Emmett Otter. Don't all applaud at once. The next 5, Christmas Story, and then the final 5, Elf. Which everybody
Oh,
loves
God.
the movie Elf. I'm not a huge Elf fan, but there was good trivia questions I could think of for it, so I did.
I hate that movie.
Do you
I
hate it?
love
You know what?
that movie, but
Rich, you like it?
Yeah, it was that and Christmas Vacation I used to watch all the time with my ex-wife, which kind of soured it now for me.
Right.
Like it's hard to watch both of them. But
Yeah.
Both are great. I got to say, my favorite Christmas comedy, wild comedy, and it was one me and my bros would always watch on like Christmas Eve or something. It's Scrooged.
Oh, yeah.
Gary.
Yeah.
that's a great
awesome.
one.
You know
That's
what? I should-
awesome.
The last category I was thinking of making a combination of Gremlins, Die Hard, Scrooged, all those
Yeah.
5. I should have done that, but
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
guess I
do all
gotta
5
watch.
on Die Hard, and like you said, there.
There will be other Christmases, so
Yeah,
don't.
I'll figure it
Yeah.
out by next year.
I guess I got to watch Elf then.
Yeah.
You've
Ugh.
never seen it, Brian?
Elf was hilarious, man. You got to watch it for take
Elf
it for
is-
what it is.
Yeah,
It's
Elf is worth
hilarious.
your time.
It's a great, but it's never. I think some people watch it a lot, but I watch Christmas Vacation a lot every year, and
Yep.
Christmas Story. Elf's not one of them,
Yep.
but I don't hate the movie. I just never got as into it.
Yeah, I
as,
try to get people here to watch Emmett Otter, and
How'd
that
that
didn't
go?
happen. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Elvin the
You've
Aardvark.
seen it though, Brian.
Oh, dude, I watch it religiously.
Okay, good. These questions are pretty easy. The ones I gave, they're
I-
not.
Listen,
Brain
I
busters.
can. I still can. I shared it on Facebook. I never heard of that until last year's trivia,
I know.
and now it
Neat.
seems like everyone I grew up with, my family, everybody has watched this show and they love it.
Well, Stogie guy,
I
you
can-
heard of the Mandela effect, right? This is the Emmett Otter effect.
Dude,
Yes.
I swear you still made it all up, and you reached out to people, my friends
Yeah.
and family on Facebook, and you brought them in on this joke.
It's the most elaborate scheme of my entire life.
I knew you were clever from the start.
What kind of creature was Emmett Otter? Question
They're a
mark.
little bit more difficult than that.
Clearly, he's a mink.
But all right,
I was
I
gonna
think
say-
that's pretty much
I was
it.
going
What
to say
many
Cuba
players we have?
Chopper.
7 players? No, well, Brian, what are you doing with your finger? What are you doing? You poking us?
I'm on a different.
Brian's poking us. All right, ladies and gents, let's start with the Griswolds. When the Griswolds go hunting for a Christmas tree, what does Clark forget to bring? Oh, hold on one second. Let me make sure that I... randomized order of answers. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Not falling for that again. All right. What do you forget to bring? Turn that. Oh, no Fred Cheney either. No Cheney clause. I just realized no Fred was here.
Yeah, he sent a message.
okay?
He's,
Did he
he's
send a
stuck
message
out of
too?
town?
He's a stinking Vikings fan.
Oh, no, that's Captain.
Oh,
I don't know
Same
who Fred
thing.
likes. He's from Arkansas.
All right, no need to point out the odd man out because it was me.
No! Would you?
Totally.
Oh,
And you
no!
know what? I sat there and I said to myself, it had to be a saw.
You
And
know,
then I was like, no, maybe it was the rope.
You thought I was
You know-
starting right off with a trick question.
you know, it's funny. I almost made the same mistake. I was thinking along the same lines. It can't be a saw. It's not that stupid.
And you left me hanging, bro. You just
Yeah.
left me hanging.
I really thought I was, yeah.
I would have left you hanging if I wouldn't have forgotten the rope. But
trust me, I sent somebody down the shore for a soil sample, and they forgot to take a bucket and a shovel.
oh, geez.
Mm. Yep, a soil sample. Is that what you call
I
it?
do that
nowadays?
all the time with my specialized computer tools when I have a computer out in the open and I gotta go back to go get my tools. I'm like, I forgot the one I
I'm in
needed.
materials. What do you want me to say? Sand or
So,
All right, so in a
Otter, my love, you're
situation-
in the lead.
In a situation like that, how much soil would you need? Like, could you do it in a Ziploc or something? A couple of Ziplocs?
now you need 3 5-gallon buckets.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Does he need pocket sand?
Oh, we use that for the after effect.
All right. Merry Christmas. Brian's Brian's burying people somewhere in the Pine Barrens or something. He's up to something. It's like a Sopranos episode.
Just remember, dead hookers tell no
whoa,
tales.
whoa. Demonetization. That really, you can't.
Watch out for the Jersey Devil.
Ho, ho, ho.
Back to Christmas. Get your mind out of the gutters, Brian. Clark's coffee mug is in the shape of what Looney Tunes character in Christmas Vacation? Clark's coffee mug. Oh, look at that. Guido's cracking up at Brian.
Why are you asking questions that I don't know about this movie that I watched 1,000 times?
You know what? When I got this off of a quiz site or something, so I was being lazy, and I was like, I couldn't think of it. And then when I saw the picture of him holding, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
I've seen this movie a million times. I didn't know. I had a guess, and thankfully, it wouldn't take my first answer, and the second guess was correct.
Oh, you tried to guess something
That
else?
one,
Yep.
Yeah, that one got me.
I
That's
was
tough.
going to
Quick
go
tweet.
with Taz because that's what was jumping in my mind, but I changed it last minute because I got a bunch of Taz mugs because I'm a big Taz fan and I have a bunch of ex-girlfriends who bought me Taz gear, Taz mugs, and I was like, no, I'm thinking about me. That wasn't Clark.
But did you end up picking Taz?
No, I ended up going with Tweety Bird because I knew it wasn't the others.
You really thought you were like absorbing your own obsession over
Yeah,
Taz. And
I'm like, yeah, I'm
Damn
sitting there. I'm like, no, that's me.
Why for rung answer bonk you in dark, dark cave?
Oh, you know, Guido said, why am I thinking Bullwinkle? You're probably thinking of the mugs him and Eddie are drinking out of.
Yeah.
The eggnog. Because that's like a, it's not a, I don't know, it looked like Bullwinkle a little bit.
He's moose.
Yeah, it's a big moose. So, Jenny, you are in the lead. Margot, Otter, My Love, Sword Chuck, Santa Balls, and Mary Platesmith. Round out our top five.
Let me welcome back our gem. I didn't realize you were here. Welcome
She's
back.
Yeah, she's Margot.
Yeah.
She's currently in the lead. Her and her husband,
It won't
have.
last.
I believe you and your husband have his and her Margot shirts, right? Yeah.
We do, yes.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, I force him to wear them.
Oh, it's a force type of thing.
More or less.
Yeah. What animal is shocked to death under the Griswold's living room chair? What type of animal is shocked to death under the living room chair?
Jack, I'm proud of you for putting squirrel on there, but I'm not falling for it.
Squirrel was a good
Somebody
curveball
did.
right there. Yeah.
I fell for it.
But
All right, fess up. I fessed up to mine.
It was me. I fell for it.
Jeff,
Jeff got the squirrel was the trick one, definitely. Because there is a squirrel in the tree.
I tried to save everyone with that one, but too late.
That was one of the best lines. If that cat had
he
9
just
lives.
spent them all.
Woo!
He pulls a Ric Flair after saying that.
Oh yeah, woo, yeah, woo. Yeah. All right,
I think I'm
Marcus,
gonna have to go
Lily,
watch
Love
this
Story.
movie after this because I remember that was hilarious, man. It was a
Yeah.
great movie.
We
That
watch it
movie
every,
was
that's
fucking
one I
great.
watch every Christmas Eve. I love that's my favorite
All-time
Christmas movie.
favorite.
We watch that, Emmett Otter, of course, and then I watch Twilight Zone: Night of the Meek, and then the day of Christmas we watch Christmas Story. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
It's on all day. You know what's
That's
crazy?
the only one I watched this year. I missed we didn't watch a lot of movies. Even my other brother was up here. We didn't watch anything. Just
You know what I
busy
was
with
just
other
thinking?
things.
I didn't watch Christmas Story at all this year, the day of Christmas. I think we were running around doing, or maybe I took a nap. But this is like the first year I didn't have it on the TV for some reason. but-
Really?
I
All
was
right.
I was
Oh, the
cooking
shame.
Christmas Eve.
The shame. I know. But you
Well,
know what
you
else
know
I wanted
what?
to watch? I didn't watch any of the Rudolphs, Charlie Browns. I missed all of them.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Me too.
Usually I
I
try to
watched
make a
nothing.
point of watching all of them, but this is. Can we redo Christmas? Is there a way like
Yeah.
we can do that?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I petition somebody? Yeah. Oh, Guido wrote, "Woo!" Yeah, that's right.
It's like Marion Pepin from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, we've had one Christmas. Well, what about second Christmas?
Second Christmas, exactly.
I really
it
do
didn't
need
feel like
one
Christmas
because
this year.
yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? It was a great Christmas for us because the last 2 years we had most of our family had COVID.
Oh
So
well.
we have not been all together for the last 2 years. So this is the first time in 3 years that we were all together. Even my
Able to
brother
actually
came
get
from out
together,
of
yeah.
town. So that's why, like we were busy doing whatever. Um, so I missed anything. It was great to be with
Yeah,
the
but you got
family,
to do
but we
all
just
that.
yeah.
And that's
I
how I feel
watched.
too. Like our Christmas morning, we had the kids over with everybody, and it was like I think we had a great time. I just happened to not watch Christmas Story, but like you said, first time a lot of people can get together this year for a lot of families, which is good.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad that a week after Christmas, there's no Christmas stuff on sale, like half off or anything. It's all gone. And
Yeah.
there's already Valentine's Day candy in every spot. There was something on Christmas.
They've already forgotten Christmas. Oh.
I took a picture on December 11th. I even noted the date at my grocery store. We have Meyer here. I don't know if you guys do. They had, I'm not kidding you, they had Valentine's and Easter stuff out on December 11th.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
You don't jump over Christmas.
No,
No.
not that early. Not 2 weeks into the month.
You can leap over
Target's
Thanksgiving
already-
a little bit. I'll allow a
They're-
little leapage
they're-
over. But
They're
never
earning
Christmas, the
Krampus points for
granddaddy of
next
them all.
year.
Yeah.
Target already has their Easter baskets ready to roll.
Damn.
See? Bull. That's ridiculous.
We'll have an Easter trivia this year, and it'll all be on 25 religious questions out of the Bible.
And there's only one Easter special, and that's the Ten Commandments.
That was the first thing I was going to say just now. All 25 questions are going to be on the 10 Commandments. Brush up.
Okay, so Big Brother Frog got back
How
to
many
me with a
commandments are
simple
there?
reply. Totally forgot.
That's all he said.
Yep.
The champ is, yeah, tell him you're the champ for a little bit longer. We're only on question 4, so if he's able to get on, I'll take a look for him.
Yeah, I did. I let him know. I said, jump on if you still can.
Yeah, it's still early. It's only 9:18.
Yeah,
So
Merry
it's-
Frogmas.
It's the Christmas spirit anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's the Burger
not home.
Meister Burger. He outlawed Christmas in his town, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. He's the great. And last year, we did this before Christmas. It holds a lot more meaning before Christmas, doesn't it? Like I feel like.
Well, no, this is like our second Christmas, man. This
Yeah,
is good.
but last time we did it on December 22nd, and it was
Did
building
we?
up
I knew
to
it was
Christmas.
before.
Yeah, like I feel like now it's like the Christmas hangover, where we're all like here, we're
Yeah.
like, remember when the cat died?
You should have called it that, the Christmas Hangover Show.
Yeah. Well, that's how Halloween was.
It was
I couldn't
after,
jump
right?
on. Like, it was after Halloween or whatever.
I got to stop doing that shit because this is supposed to be a build-up.
Yeah.
Not the after party. We're not Pitbull on New Year's Eve. We're still Griswolds. Hey, Brian, you
Right.
took your beard off. You got another beard of equal size.
Yeah, well, I figured you guys didn't want to keep hearing me do Darth Vader. Plus, I was having a little.
Not too bad. All right, more Griswolds. Eddie. When Eddie goes shopping with Clark, what is the only thing he is placing in the shopping cart? What's the only thing he keeps placing in the shopping cart? Oh, the Mel Brooks food, the commandments. Here's the 20. Here's the 50. Oh, here's the 10 commandments. I have no idea who this guy is. Why was he there? Must be a different.
I don't think the guy would appreciate that you throw a cousin Eddie question and his pop.
And he
his
pops
pick
up.
popped up.
I don't know who he is. I guess his name's Eddie. I don't know.
Eddie. His name
Either
might be
that or he
Michael.
likes dog food. I don't know. I don't know. Or beef jerky, where he's like this pork and beans king of sausage king. Yeah, dog food. Everybody got it. Margot's still in the lead. We got one more question from vacation.
Then you can watch me fall off the podium.
Well, the next one's Charlie Brown. Next 5 after that. You should be
Yeah,
pretty good
you'll
with.
watch me fall.
Oh no. What does the police officer say he would beat Clark's boss with for not giving out a Christmas bonus? What does he say he would beat him with? Good job, Guido.
I changed my mind.
Oh, that's the one I was going to pick. I picked the wrong answer.
What did
Mister,
you
I
pick?
ought to
You
beat
picked
you
an
with a rubber hose.
iron
Yeah.
pipe.
Yeah, Brian,
had a
that was
rubber
Mr.
hose, I would
That was
beat you.
that was Colonel Mustard in the library.
I should have figured it was a mustard color. That's 2. I'm done.
Oh, by the way, Clue was on. Was it? I think it was last night, and I watched. It was the ending, but I watched the ending.
The
Yeah,
old
there-
one?
Which ending?
Which ending? Yeah.
I caught them all.
Oh, you got all the
caught 'em-
endings.
Ooh.
I caught him
Nice.
right as he was starting the whole rundown of the ending.
That had to be so trippy seeing that back in theaters in the day.
Aren't they doing?
Finding
are they
out
doing,
later that there was
That
different
there was a
endings
different
playing
ending.
different-
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Are
Brilliant.
they doing a remake of that?
I don't know.
No, but I did find out today that they're doing a remake of Emmett Otter.
Don't
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
don't touch Emmett. Oh my God.
Too late.
He's gonna be all CGI'd up. He's gonna look like shit.
Who the hell knows?
He's supposed to be a furry little Muppet. Oh, they're gonna mess all that up now. Now
Yeah.
he's gonna look like a real otter. Damn it.
Muppets need to be Muppets, man.
Yeah, you can't fake that walk you had anymore.
Little legs dangling.
The mouse is done trashing Star Wars. It's going to move on and trash something else.
They're
Just
gonna
like
get-
Hasbro has done with all of our childhoods.
Oh my God. The River Bottom Band is gonna. They're not gonna be allowed to bully people because it's bad.
The fish in the back of the motorcycle is going to run out of oxygen in his tank.
Oh my God. The environmentalists will come at the otters.
Wait,
Oh,
Did
it's gonna-
I just hear that right? The fish on the back of the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You need to watch Emmett Otter.
Yeah.
Because yes, that's one of the many great moments.
That
And you know
just
who's
makes me
driving
still
that
think that you've
motorcycle?
made it all up.
Yep.
Rich isn't on it now
Yeah.
too.
I
Wasn't
just
this-
watched it right before the show. So.
Rich is like, what is the most outlandish thing I can make up that Stogie I would never believe?
Wasn't
A
wasn't
fish
the
on the
snake
back of a
driving?
motorcycle.
Yeah, wasn't the snake driving a motorcycle or a
No,
snowmobile
no.
or something?
Yeah, the snake was driving a snowmobile later on, but in that particular scene, I believe he was riding passenger on one of the motorcycles.
When they were out in front of the was it when they robbed from Kermit or when they were out in front of the music store? I think
it was on the way to the music store
Oh,
when they
okay.
first bump into the Emmett Otter and gang
Yeah,
in
but
the
you know what?
treehouse.
gotcha.
The snake plays a mean
robbed-
I
face.
better stop
Kermit.
talking. We're giving. I think the 2 answers have just been given away. One by me by accident. All right, moving on. Number 6. When Lucy asked Linus about getting rid of his blanket, what did Linus say he would do with it in the future? What was Linus going to do with his blanket in the future?
Oh, darn it. I think I messed this up.
Me too.
Yep.
Yep.
Make it into a sports coat.
Oh, I was
Classy.
gonna say. I thought I was gonna wrap a dead body in it.
Classing it up.
And buried in the Pinelands.
And get a soil sample, yep. Emmett the Otter, Lex, yep. Emmett the Otter. Questions 11 to 15 are Emmett the Otter questions.
Oh, Lord.
Otter, my love, is now in the lead. There you go. More Charlie Brown. Number 7. What kind of fear did Lucy say Charlie Brown had? What kind of fear? For the record, I stole these completely the other night from a Charlie Brown quiz website I saw. I don't
God
know
damn
these
it.
answers. I don't know have a clue.
That was such a lucky guess for me.
I watched this show so many times, but like this, I didn't remember what it was. Pantophobia is afraid of everything. Everything.
You know what? I was gonna just remark saying everything,
Everything.
or all of them, and I didn't know what the hell those damn words meant anyway.
Nope.
That Latin class I told you about earlier came into a lot of use with phobias, and it also came into a lot of use when you wanted to watch Clash of the Titans. Wah wah wah, right? Yeah.
Taking that class was my biggest phobia.
Mrs. Callis tricked her into watching the unedited version of Clash of the Titans. And all of a sudden there's nudity. I jumped out my sandwich. Yeah! In your face, Callis. And she's like, what happened, Maximus? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, Latin class was a lot of fun. Because of us, not because of her. No, she was a great teacher. So anyway, what kind of fear? Oh, in the opening scene of Charlie Brown's Christmas, what activity were the Peanuts gang participating in? What activity were they participating in at the very beginning?
Oh,
They were
God.
ice skating.
Ooh, another.
Oh,
lucky guess.
yeah. I should have known that.
This is hard. I mean, and we've all seen this probably a billion times. You just
Yep.
Yeah.
nothing
Yep.
nothing sticks on that from that show for some reason. Otter My Love says, excuse me, yes it does. I've gotten every question right. Nice. What did Sally want Santa to bring her for Christmas? What did Sally ask for? River bottom.
Oh, I got
knew
that.
it.
Nobody. 10s and 20s.
Yeah,
and...
that picture threw me off. I was like, "There's no way you could be giving it away," but
Oh,
you did.
I reverse psychology. Yeah, because earlier I put a baton up to try and get you to say baton, and then when it wasn't a baton, I figured I'd throw up some money on this and try to do reverse.
Yeah, well, I got that one wrong, and I'm like, that can't be.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yes. All
I
right.
love that you put Linus up there. Sally was she was toxic femininity.
Yes. Amen. The original restraining order right there.
Was Sally Charlie's brother? I can never keep them straight.
This
Charlie's sister. Yeah, Charlie
Or
Brown's
that-
sister.
yeah,
Yes,
Charlie's sister.
I know what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Otter My Love. Still in the lead. Da. What were the Peanuts doing? Oh, final one for Charlie Brown. What contest did Snoopy enter and win in Charlie Brown's Christmas? If you would have Wikipedia'd these 5 categories, I don't know. I think you might have gotten a lot of these bases. This is
Oh,
probably
damn it. I think I picked the wrong one. Oh, I knew it.
a Christmas
I was-
light contest. And then I think they used the Christmas lights on his little tiny tree at the end, and everybody was happy.
Yes,
might
I
be
finally
making
got
shit
one
up.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
this special was like 20 minutes of airtime, and I've watched it 75,000 times.
75,000 times.
And I don't
only 20
remember
minutes.
any of this.
Yep.
And how do we know these answers?
How
The Charlie Brown effect.
Yeah, it's as fake as Emmett Otter. It didn't exist. It was
You're
just
right. Like how?
Nope.
it was all hand drawn by Jack sometime in the 90s.
That's about my level of artistic drawings. Right
It was
there.
all in imagination.
On his Apple IIe computer.
Yep. My Aquarius.
I still don't know how I could forget so many things about
A 20-minute show.
a 20-minute show
that you
that
watch
I've watched
75,000
dozens of times.
and
It's
then
ridiculous.
no, it's crazy. And then you talk about a random show like Becker, and I'm like, oh, you remember that episode? And you're like, oh yeah, but that wasn't.
That's always how it works.
Or
with
like
trivia
Cheers.
buffs.
I know every single thing. Charlie Brown, 20 minutes long. You're like, what the hell?
Nothing
Well,
sticks.
don't worry.
Yeah,
You can
there's
always-
Cheers episodes that I've seen once when it originally aired, and I could tell you all about
It's
it.
stuck.
Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas special, I've seen countless times, and I've forgotten all of this.
I don't know
You
how
could
it
always start a
happens.
Facebook chat about it.
Oh yeah, let's do it in our Facebook chat. That went well when I did that. I was reported. I was
I
reported
got
to
yelled at
Facebook
by
4 times.
so many
by
people.
people
I had
in the
your
chat.
back.
You
I
did.
totally had your back on that.
guys jumped
What
in and helped
happened
me.
there? Because I didn't see that chat or anything.
I think it went to the entire page.
Well,
the
here's
invite
what
went to
I
the
think
entire
happened.
page, and people that don't necessarily follow regularly are
They're
like, "What the
is
hell?"
this? It's a scam. And everybody's
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
And Brian,
And,
Brian's the one that told me. He's like, you might want to check that chat. He's like, your page has been reported for misuse or something. I'm like, what? Like usually when I set up the events,
One guy on
I
there.
just set it
one
up.
guy
At the
on
end, it
there-
said, we have a new feature. You can start a chat where people talk about the event. I'm like, well, that sounds like a jolly freaking good time. Let's do
and the
that.
first
Yeah.
reply to my my joke was don't call this number putos. It's like, geez.
Yeah, that's where it went.
Well,
You're
yeah,
the-
because one guy was harassing a girl on there that quick.
Was
I'm
he?
like, well, that was
Wait,
fast.
what do you
yeah.
mean? What
Oh,
was
I
he
Yeah.
missed
doing?
that.
In
Well-
that chat, the one guy, another girl's like, don't private message me or something.
They must have deleted
Wow.
that. Did they?
Mhm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I
don't-
totally
That's-
understood what it was. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be fun."
That's
Are
when.
you
that,
wait?
that's
You're
when,
not talking about the girl that yelled at me saying "Stop messaging me," are you?
No, there was another one.
Okay, because
There-
people
there
were
was-
mad at me for sending out the instant message, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
Facebook said it was good. I thought,
No,
we
there
were,
was.
I thought we were going to talk about how much fun Thursday night's going to be, and all of a sudden people are like, "This is a scam," and then somebody's trying to
Jack's
sell an
been
iPhone.
hacked.
And initially, I ignored it because I knew it would turn into this,
Yeah.
and I decided instead to go send a message to everybody. And
That was a good
Crack
move.
a
That
joke.
really kicked things off.
yeah,
But how about the
It
one
got
girl in there
deleted
saying it's
quick,
not a
'cause-
scam? If you do this 55 times, I get a free iPhone. And, like, I'm like, how?
What?
She's scamming me somehow on my own. I didn't. So I just deleted it. But oh,
Yeah,
good.
there was one guy in there that was sending like pictures or something, like heart pictures to somebody, and then
That's
all
awesome.
that got deleted. That's why I'm saying I'm like, you
It
better
did
check.
get you. So you saw it, but Brian, when you went back, it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah,
So they must have reported it, and instead of getting me in trouble, they got the culprits in trouble. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah.
all prepared with one of my 50 backup IDs to restart my page and keep it going. But I was like,
yeah, it'll be Jack Christmas, Jack Brown.
yeah, well,
Jack-
yeah.
Jumping
Jack
Jack
Emmett.
Flash.
So
Yeah.
the Tiamat Taverns group on Facebook has several times they've attempted to
Shut you down.
shut it down, and it just never works.
It just stays alive.
It stays alive. Yep.
Because believe it or not, in 2014, in 9 years, I've never been reported for anything. And I've said some crazy shit in the early years that people are just like, that's kind of funny. But
I remember.
yeah,
Well,
I was helping you.
Pepperidge Farm remembers the good old days.
I
But
told you that. I told you that one time that
It's
our
a different era now.
it's a different time. Like I reused the same posts from 2014, but I go back and edit them tremendously because I'm afraid
That's
of
awesome.
hurting people's feelings. And well, I'm more afraid of them reporting me and me losing my
Well,
page. But
we had that one friend that I had that reported me on a sports page.
oh
I
yeah,
got me banned for 30 days, and then he just continued to trash me on that page.
that's
And
the
I
best.
didn't even
He
say
made it so
anything.
you couldn't reply back, and then he trashed you for 30 straight days.
Oh wow.
Devious. He's a devious one.
Oh, that's a little bit of a personality disorder right there.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
it's only half of it.
who's got that much time?
It's crazy.
Well, in his defense,
For real.
he was a Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah. If that helps.
Oh, see, he wasn't
Why?
celebrating wins for his team, so I guess he did have a lot of
He
time.
was mad. He was, yeah. The Bears and
You
the
guys
Lions
could trash
rivalry.
the Colts right now, and I wouldn't be offended because they deserve to be trashed.
Oh my God, Mike Oliveri, welcome. He says, chat is too popular. There's even commercials now. We're big shots around here now.
What?
Mr. Oliveri. My YouTube stream has commercials during the chat or what.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at us. Big shots. Look at us. A bunch of big shots. We're going to be shut down in no time due to Brian's comments earlier in the thing.
Demonetized.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the YouTube folks because they rock this showing up. I wish
Yeah.
most of them could, I wish they could come join us, of course,
Yeah.
but when they can't, it's great that they're there.
And if any of you were on that instant message chat, I'm sorry. Like, Facebook said be good. You know what I do have before I don't want to spend much more time, but remember Fred was talking about how he could hit in his group at everyone, and it hit everybody in the whole group, and my group didn't get that option because they were rolling it out slowly. I got it now. I can tag everyone, all 15,000. That chat, Jen. Yeah, I somehow called you a cross between Margot and Gem just now. Majem.
Jargo.
Jargo. You said you thought that chat hit the whole group. It only said 156 people in there. I think those are the people that it might have said it's available and they clicked it to get into it. I guess, but it wasn't 15,000. So that would have been
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gotten instead of 4 complaints, 4,000 complaints.
Totally.
Which is
I'm glad it didn't, but I knew that there was a lot of people.
It was a
in
lot
there,
though, yeah.
and I knew exactly what was
You're
going
doing
on.
a good job.
Yeah.
If you're pissing somebody off, you're doing a great job.
At least 100 of those complaints
Yeah.
would have been about the G.I. Joe tournament ending up in the Ninja squared
They get mad at me about the
configuration.
weirdest things. They really think, but this at everyone is what my point was. Is it really does?
I'm gonna
hit
go run
everybody.
and get a drink. I'll be
I
back.
can't wait.
Grab me one, thanks.
The otter questions are starting. Right, I'm gonna need a drink for this one.
I've got my beer
activate
here.
the brain cells.
Mr. Beast in training. I think that guy's got a lot. That guy just gives away money. That's that guy, right? Mr. Beast just gives away money. Oh wait, so still you guys go on. So get ready for the otter. The next 5 are otter questions.
Okay. So what do you have planned for the future of 80s Toys in the Attic?
The future. The
Yeah.
future.
Chat room?
Yeah, just killing time before he gets back.
Oh, I plan on hitting that at everyone and putting my YouTube videos up that YouTube has or that Facebook does not like showing people. So now I can tag 15,000 people with Roadblock saying wait, was it Roadblock or which one said Sugar Lips? I forget. Hey, there's Sugar Lips. Yeah, to the Baroness. So now I could get 15,000 people to see it.
I'm so dedicated to your YouTube channel. I think I'm going to make pork chop sandwiches tomorrow.
Pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, I have a few days off, and I'm really hoping to get the beard off of this Han. That's what I want to do. I drew on with a marker in 1982 or something.
Oh my God, I remember that guy.
Yeah. I made him a manager for my wrestling league. I thought having a beard would make him look more like, I don't know.
Captain Lou Albano.
I thought Jimmy Hart, but Jimmy Hart didn't have a full, like, I mentioned on the comment section one time, and one of the person commented saying, wait, did Jimmy Hart just have not a full beard? I'm like, that makes this hurt so much more that I ruined even more for nothing. Is Stogie Guy back yet? I don't know.
Yes, I am. Beer in hand.
Beer in hand. I forgot to bring beer tonight. Right after the show.
Here, Stogie, I clink you.
Clink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Merry Christmas. All right, it's
Merry
Otter
Christmas.
time. Who is the
God.
narrator? Who is the narrator of Emmett Otter? Who narrates the story?
It's a damn shame I'm doing this sober.
This is a trick question because in the current DVD release, it is not this person.
I can't believe I'm going to get one right.
What's in the current DVD release? Who's the narrator?
There is no narrator in the current DVD release.
Doesn't Kermit come out and tell the story at the beginning? Like,
No, Kermit's gone.
no, Kermit is in.
When
Blasphemy.
when the Muppets got sold to Disney, that became a intellectual rights problem for the company that had the DVD rights to Emmett Otter.
This is unheard of.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's blasphemy.
Blasphemy. Well, the one I watched, it was off of, I think, Amazon Prime, and it was the original with Kermit.
Lack rights, you do.
With a little bit of Yoda heard in there.
Yeah. So it was Kermit, not anymore. But wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. More Emmett Otter, more fun.
It's a good thing I knew that one. Because
Yeah.
that was not in the version I watched today.
You know, well, earlier we were talking about it. And I said, "Oh, I remember when Kermit got bullied," and I was like, "Oh man, did I just say Kermit got bullied?" And I knew that was the first answer. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
That was just an easy guess on that one.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, if as soon as you said who narrated it,
yeah.
I instantly thought
You
Kermit.
thought of Kermit?
Yeah, I mean that's just Muppet mentality. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
Would have
true.
been fun to hear Miss Piggy
because
do
who would do it?
Yeah. I should have made up some other weird names like Ralphie the Aardvark or something to kind of make it sound like somebody else that would do it.
Now,
Like the one I gave you?
Can you
Yes.
imagine if the Swedish chef did it?
Oh man, that would be incoherent.
Or Beaker. What was it? Bleeker or Beaker? What
Beaker,
was his name?
yeah,
Beaker.
Beaker and Bunsen, yeah. Emmett Otter's father. What did Emmett Otter's father do for a living? There's the new version of Emmett Otter. Real
Oh.
CGI'd up.
How utterly adorable.
With what looks like a pill in his hand.
He had a pill?
It looked like he had
It looked
something
like a
in his hand. It looked like a
joint.
pill.
Oh my god.
Maybe with just some snake oil.
Uh-oh.
Emmett's taken to the streets.
Ralphie the Aardvark rights are not owned either.
Oh, wow.
Snake oil. The
Listen,
problem is, not too many people want to oil a snake. That's what they said.
That was
I
Emmett
hit-
Otter.
I
That
hit
was Emmett
snake
Otter's
oil
lesser-known
almost
brother.
out of.
That joke almost made me laugh out loud, by the way.
What's that?
Watching the not many people want to oil
Not
up a
too many
snake.
people want to oil a snake. Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah.
I
That was
hit,
Emmett
Otter, my love.
Brother,
Still in the
OD
lead.
Otter.
I hit snake oil out of almost like this is just ridiculous, and
Let
it
me
was
pick
great.
the stupidest, most ridiculous. That's how the otters operate.
One of my favorite characters in
Oh, I literally sighed. I went, oh, and I just hit snake oil.
Because it was so dumb.
one of my favorite characters in fiction made his whole fortune off of one of his ancestors selling a whole ton of snake oil miracle cures.
Who's that?
Did you ever see
Destro?
No.
That's how Destro got his money. Snake oil.
The movie The Relic
Yes.
originally had a very different protagonist than the one that they used in the movie.
Oh,
They
okay.
had an FBI agent who was investigating the murders, and the FBI agent made his whole fortune on his ancestors selling snake oil.
That's an obscure character. I thought I thought I might know it. I know the movie. That's about as far as I can give you on that one.
Oh no, they butchered that whole movie series because they did that. They removed
Oh, is there a
that-
few series? There's a few movies in
there,
the series.
there's a whole chain of books, and the books are excellent, but
But the
they
movies
can't do
suck.
it now because they screwed up so badly with the first movie. They
That's what I'm
removed
afraid of with the Dark Tower. With
They removed the main character.
great series, but I'm like I didn't see the first movie. I just heard it was bad.
Imagine doing a gunslinger movie without the gunslinger, and you kind of have the gist of what happened with,
Oh,
with the relic.
yeah.
All right, listen though, real quick, with Mike Flanagan, who did like the Haunting on Hill House,
Yeah.
the Haunting of Bly
He's handling
Manor.
the series, right?
Yes, and I think he could do it
He's
justice.
going to kill it. Yeah, I agree.
If he stays true to the source material as much as he can.
Yes.
You make some changes, I get it. But if he respects the source material, I think he could rock this.
You can get a lot of.
By the way, that's
lot of
the
seasons out of
first
it, too.
Stephen King book I ever read was The Gunslinger, the very first one.
Yes, it's one of the only ones I read. I'm not a big reader, but that was my favorite book growing up. And then the Dark Tower, it's the whole series. I didn't even finish the whole series yet. I have all the books, and I keep saying I'm going to read, and then I sit down and I make a dumb toy post. and I
So
go
that's
eat
why
lunch.
you became a math teacher, huh?
Yes. Yeah, I read the Gunslinger, the last Gunslinger. It's a great. Just a post-apocalyptic world, traveling between our world and their world. The drawing of the three, all that shit.
The
If they put that in a
Gunslinger-
series, that'd be great.
The Gunslinger series becomes infinitely better if you've read a lot of Stephen King's works and you can draw parallels to everything else that's gone on
I
in the
heard
world.
that. I did. I heard that it kind of matches up with a lot of other. Yeah. Of the other-
Readings for rich folk, yo.
starting to think that. Just don't have the
I
time.
mean, look at me. I barely read. I mean, I work in construction. They give me plans. I'm like, why should I read them? They're just suggestions.
God help us. These are the roads I travel on in Jersey, by the way. He's responsible for.
Especially that one going, 14 years strong.
Nice.
You know what I want to say about the Gunslinger and the Dark Towers and all? That was probably King's greatest in the aspects of he created a world building.
Yeah.
So all of his was supernatural and
Yep.
things of that nature, but existed within the world. In Gunslinger and the Dark Towers, he really created an expanded type of universe. And I don't know if he's ever done anything like
No,
that
and
in that regard.
It's
I
like
think that
Harry
stands
Potter.
alone.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but it just never got the credit. I don't know. Like it was underrated. It never got the popularity that it should have. It
World
really
building
was,
is
I don't know. I feel like if it came out today, the way people read now, I think it would have just. I think people would eat it up. But back in the day, it was like I don't even know how I came upon a book. I was at like a book fair or something at school. I was like, "Oh, this looks sinister. Let me pick this one up," and I loved it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
actually got mine from the library.
Yeah.
And I because I loved westerns, of course, and I saw the Gunslinger, and it was a soft cover book. It was like it was already out for a while, so they had like great graphics in the front of it. You know what I mean, on the front cover and all.
Right.
And of course I knew Stephen King because my family reads Stephen King. Big bro. If he was here, he'd be talking about Stephen King. I'm gonna laugh at him for not being here
Because he's missing the one night we go on a Stephen King binge.
He's the biggest Dark Tower fan, biggest.
Would Stephen King be the
so
first
I grabbed that,
experience?
and I love the book.
I didn't finish the last few of that series though, like I was saying though, but maybe I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. But yeah, they're great
Would
books.
Stephen King be like the first shared universe? Because I was watching some of that Castle Rock where it's like all characters from all his different books were all commingling, coexisting.
Right.
Well, yeah,
it gave you backstories on different the sheriff from Needful Things was the sheriff on a couple of his books.
Yeah, no, it was that whole thing was he did have a bit of a shared universe within his own.
Within
but
all
it was
the books
within
combined.
his own there was kind of shared, but they weren't. It wasn't. It was almost like as if they were parallel and they had connections, and that's always the sense that I got it. But what you're talking about, Brian, is really they created the whole universe of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another little fun fact is a lot of people talk about Stranger Things as if it takes place in Stephen King's world, especially when Bob, who was from Maine, if everybody knows the show, Bob.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
If you know who Bob is, if you know the show.
Yes.
Bob talked about him. He was from Maine. Yeah, he was from Maine, and he was afraid of a clown when he was a kid till he finally confronted the
That's
clown.
right. Yep.
And if you take the time period of when Stranger Things takes place,
Same thing
It
with
matches
Kids
up that
from
he
It.
was
Look
one
at
of the
Bob.
kids in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bob
he
would
would
have
have
been
been
that age.
around at that time. Yep.
Yeah. I saw that connection before. That is pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But no, I hope the series does turn out to be really, really good. I think, and like you said, that haunting hill, Hill House or whatever, that was great. I love that sort of stuff. So if it's anything like that,
he did. Flanagan did Oculus. He did Hush. I never watched Midnight Mass yet, so I haven't seen that
I haven't
yet.
seen that either yet.
But the guy is a great writer.
Yeah.
Like Oculus is one of my favorite. Like
I've
that's
never
one of my
seen
favorite.
Oculus. I saw Hush. But
Yeah,
not Oculus.
Hush was a gem that I found.
Yeah.
Oculus was like a hidden gem that's one of his earliest works.
I'll check it out though. You liked it?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what the thing was, Dark Tower too. If I might be wrong, but I think when you read the back where Stephen King says about the book, I think that was a little manuscript he was writing in college that he just let go, and then I don't know, 10, 20 years later, he's like, maybe I'll make a book out of that or something. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like the first thing he wrote when he started. Like, and he just let it sit there for a while, and he's like, oh, that seems pretty nice. Oh, hold on, I'm noticing something about Jeff in the back. I like the Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Terminator 2, and then we got Abbey Road. Yeah, very nice.
Oh, listen, another little fun.
No more plates. Oh, I know why no more plates. That's right. I forgot where you were.
Yep.
Yeah, another little fun fact along the lines of what you're kind of were just saying. In Hush, which is a great horror movie, if anyone hasn't seen it, watch it. It was really good, or at least pretty good, anyway. But she's an author. The main character is an author in that movie, and if you see on her laptop, she's writing a story, and it's called Midnight Mass. Because that's been a project of him before he started anything. He's always wanted to do this story of Midnight Mass.
So they talk about it in that a little bit.
No, they don't talk about it. They
But
only show her writing it.
She's going to write it herself or something. Is that what it is? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
just
pretty
her. It's just they show a quick glimpse of what the story she's writing, and it's Midnight
and it ends
Mass.
up being the movie he does later on because that's something that's pretty cool.
World building properly as a writer is a really, really hard skill to obtain and to practice. You can't do exposition dumps constantly because then everyone loses track while they're reading. Their eyes start crossing as they're reading all this lore dumpage on them. And they just...
That's why I like to keep my Facebook toy post down to at least 35 paragraphs sometimes. I get at the end, I'm like, oh my God. How did Facebook let me type so much? All right, moving on because it's 9:52. What are we doing? Who won the talent contest? Emmett Otter. Who won the talent contest?
Thanks for spinning the answer.
It was Lord ass. No, that was the pie eating, right? Oh, I got it.
Close enough. Everybody knows the bad guys won the contest. The bad guys won. And, what was Emmett going to buy his mother with his prize money? What was he going to buy Ma Otter if he won? Oh, Otter looks like it wants to fight. A piano. No, not a new wash tub, although he would have to do that too because he screwed up her wash tub.
Should have made it used piano.
You see, now... I just sat there, and the only thing I did know about this is that they were poor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's this? What are these poor people going to do? They like lived in a shack. What are they going to do with a piano? I was like, a wash tub is something that poor hillbillies
It seemed
use.
more, yeah. But here's the kicker.
You
They
got
not
me.
only
See,
didn't
you
buy
got
a
me.
new
Hillbilly
wash tub,
otters.
they destroyed the wash tub to buy the elegant piano was the plan. She destroyed the tool set, which is how they got their money on a daily basis, to hopes to buy this kid a guitar. That by all means, we don't even know he knew how to play guitar.
With mother.
They weren't very
Okay.
smart
Right.
hillbillies.
Everything you just said makes zero sense, and that's why I just know you made it all up.
That makes zero sense.
This one
A
through when you read
friggin'
it.
snake played.
Rated
I have
Edward.
no idea what he would. I have
Or
no
Emmett.
idea what he just said. He said something about destroying tools and a guitar. I don't know what just
You
happened.
got it. Please watch. I don't know if I want you to watch it or I want the mystery to remain forever.
The
with you.
snake
I'm not
was
sure what I want.
constricting Chuck's neck while they were driving in the car.
They were playing piano with the snake on the motorcycle, and the fish was driving the car. I don't know what's
And
happening.
This is during
Snowmobile.
Jim Henson's LSD years. He really just went in another direction.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah. What was it? 1977? 77, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was high.
These are all the creatures you meet when you take a wrong turn off Sesame Street.
Yeah.
You go right to Waterville.
This is the back alley. The back alley, yeah.
The back alleys of River
This is-
Bottom are a rough
This
place.
sounds more like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas than
Fear and Loathing in
any
Sesame
Muppet.
Street.
Yes.
Fear and Loathing in Muppet Town.
This is a different street. Emmett's honored mother, blah blah. Oh, Jesus God. Okay. What did Mop Otter hawk to pay for the material to make a new dress?
Another answer that was spoken about.
Yeah, I gave away another answer. This one I gave away about 20 seconds before the question. It was Pa's tool chest.
All right, who put her piano? I gotta know that one because
You know,
why
because
would-
I can understand though, because
She
needed
did
to buy
sell
her a
the
new
piano.
with his money because she sold her piano to buy him a new guitar, and they all ended up with nothing. But no, she sold Pa's tool chest just to make a dress for that night.
Yep.
But we did just talk for about 15 minutes about how she was going to get a piano.
Yes, so that was dropping
Who
little
is
tidbits.
who's responsible? Take
Hey,
responsibility.
Screw you guys.
Oh no! Oh no!
I was
I
kind of
heard
worried.
piano.
I was kind of thinking it
This
was
is
gonna
from
be you,
Jack's
Jim.
imagination. I don't know what he was thinking.
See, all right, I have
None of
somebody
it
on
makes
my
sense.
side. I
He
have
was thinking
another.
somebody was going to fall for her borrowing the
Gem
sewing
sees
machine
through-
to make the dress.
Call us
I believe it.
conspiracy theorists.
We're in
but
Jack's
Gem
world
sees
here.
through this visage.
world.
This
We've got to escape the Jack tricks.
Santa Balls, for all the joking around you're doing and everything, you're in second place right now, but you have your work cut out for you because Honor My Love is a little more than 2 questions. A little bit more.
I
than
blew
2
3 questions.
A little speed. I don't know how the speed works on this, but yeah, so you got your work cut out for you, but don't worry, because it all depends on what you know about the Christmas story now.
Pfizer.
Yeah, I screwed up 3 questions.
That's all right. Listen, we might have a female winner of the. Is there a bad female character I can think of from Christmas? I don't even know. You're going to have to be the Burgermeister Meisterburger. Happens. Yeah.
all right. So going into Christmas Story, and this is a movie that I've watched at times 4 or 5 times
same day.
in the same day.
TBS.
And I can't wait to see how little I know about it.
I don't think these ones are too bad. What
Quick,
was the
needs more beer assist.
what was the name of the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse? What was the name of the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse?
Everybody knows that. I don't know this one.
No?
No, I
This is-
remember the scene.
You remember the scene where
I do
where he's
remember
doing the
the scene,
crossword
yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Victor. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Wow.
The victors thought it.
The top 3 got it though. The top 3 people all got it.
Ta-da.
All right, what's the next one? What was Ralphie's favorite radio program?
The Howard Stern Show.
He seems like more of an Imus type of guy.
I would hate to find out what
Nirvana Unplugged.
what kind of Ovaltine Howard Stern would sell.
His decoder ring, or what instead? Yeah, his decoder ring would say a lot worse.
Oh wow, who went with the Shadow? That's a cool guess, though.
The
Yeah.
Shadow knows. Yeah, that's what he should have been into.
Yeah,
This kid's into
really.
Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah.
He was all about getting the Daisy, the shooter, the BB gun, whatever.
So-
He was fighting off robbers,
Yeah.
and then he turns around and listens to Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah, he's
Annie.
this wild gunslinger in his mind, and then he's like, "Oh, 6:00, Little Orphan Annie's on."
You know, he was a strange kid that grew up to be a writer. He probably wrote horror stories now.
Mm.
He probably wrote something called Emmett the Otter.
Oh my god. We
Well, that's kind of like
Victor
when
and Little Orphan Annie,
Brian
good job,
would
you got both of them.
run over and watch Steel Magnolias.
What a
I don't know
manly
why that
man
popped
Ralphie
into my
was.
head, but it did, bro. I had to bring it back.
Yeah.
I love it.
We'll never forget Steel Magnolias.
I would run over Jack's house to watch Steel Magnolias while listening to Color Me Bad.
Nah, you don't even try it. I'm locking the doors.
I have no problem. I confessed
my
how
God.
much I love Cyndi Lauper on one of our trivia shows. So
Me too.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I confessed how much I love Cyndi Lauper.
On Ray's 80s awareness, the other page, my friend, Wood Zones, he did a Cyndi Lauper post, and somebody said, "What is this crap?" I said, "Give him a break." I said, "This is good shit." And he goes, and the guy came right back at me, and this guy up here thinks Lauper's good shit. It's like it was like the most backhanded insult I've ever gotten. I was like, I did just declare that I'm a huge Lauper fan and say, this is good shit, man.
Yeah.
Lauper all day long. And this guy's like, this idiot
It
saying
was
this.
the 80s. It was a strange but great time.
Yeah, Lauper's great.
But I would have had you back 150%.
We would have.
Your true colors would have been shining
Our
through.
true colors are shining through.
As the
Perfect
haters,
colors.
Hey, boys just
Perfect.
want to have fun.
Yes,
the
and it's good
haters
enough
were
for
pulling
us.
a hole in your heart all the way to China.
Yes. It's good enough
And
for
Goonies
us.
are good enough.
I'd have drove with you all through the night.
Time after
I'm
time,
trying to
he's
think
going
of
to
a
admit
Weed
he
Bop
loves
one that
Cyndi
sounds
Lauper.
appropriate, but I can't do it.
No,
So,
just leave that one out.
I was trying to
bro.
throw in
Just
our
leave
songs. I'm
that
like,
song
She Bop.
out.
I'm like, I'm going to skip that one.
Wise decision.
I'm going to skip that one.
Lord.
Wise decision. So, what Emmett Otter, what blah, 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 what radio program? Oh, okay. What did Flick say he was going to get his dad for Christmas? What did Flick say he was going to get his dad for Christmas? I don't know who these people are. That's not Flick. I don't think it's Flick.
I don't remember this.
I didn't
Neither
either.
do I
This is
guess.
another one I stole, from being honest.
I almost went with that.
The old squirting flower
wow,
gang.
I
I
don't know
don't
what
like you
just
said. I've
happened.
watched this a million times. I don't remember that part, but
I remember the scene, but I
yes,
couldn't hear what he was saying. Like I'm not hearing it in my head.
you didn't trick Otter My Love or Santa Balls though. I'm so
I just
glad you're up
barely
at the
remember
top,
that one.
Ryan, so I can say Santa Balls over and over on this nice, happy holiday of Christmas. Santa Balls.
All right, see, I got another protest. That was a misclick because I put my phone down because we're sitting here being chatty Cathy's, and I grabbed my phone and I picked up my phone and I used my other hand, my other thumb, and I misclicked. You set me up once again.
I'm sorry. I lulled you in with some Lopper, and then
Yeah,
At
you
least
touched
you're
my
not
emotions here.
And then you went and she-bopped your phone.
All right, now see,
at
that's
least you're not
appropriate.
he
hitting
really
computer
she-bopped
screen.
that last
She-bopped.
problem up, didn't he? He really bopped it up left and right.
You found a way to work it in.
Nothing but all thumbs over there. That guy.
At least you're not hitting the computer screen like I did that one night.
Oh, when you started hitting the screen with your finger, crazy.
Yeah.
The moonshine hit you that night. What was the last name of Ralphie's grade school teacher? Last name of Ralphie's grade school teacher.
I think I got this one wrong. Yep, I got that one wrong.
Shields.
Oh man,
Damn
I'm
it.
so glad I waited on that one.
Oh,
Honor My Love.
I wanted to hit Lebowski so bad just because I see Lebowski and I'm like, ooh,
The Big Lebowski.
because Big Lebowski.
Well, yeah, that's just your opinion, man.
That's your opinion, man. All
That-
right.
I
That's-
love this scene from the movie when she goes A plus 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 plus, and
Yes.
streaking
Loves
across the
his
board
paper.
there.
And then in reality,
I had an English teacher that was like that would flunk you for writing things that she didn't care about personally, and it was so goddamn annoying. I could not. stand it.
Oh,
And
you want to hear a funny story? There was an English teacher that was kind of like that, and I had to write a paper, and I lazily written it, and I made up a story where I had to pass a class, and I asked my big brother to help me, and then he sat me down and we studied for 3 days, and then he helped me pass this class. Now the original score was like a C minus or something like that because it was really short. Then she crossed that out and she gave me a B plus, and it was totally because of the story I wrote. I swear to God,
How
her
much,
name was
how much
Miss.
work you put into your studies?
Yes,
She
it
bought-
was.
she
It
bought
was
that
all
shit.
about that. It was. It was. Her name was Miss Enslin, and
Enslin.
I totally pulled this off, man.
Miss Enslin, if you're out there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
God rest her soul.
I also work very hard.
No, God rest her soul. I know she's passed a long
Oh.
time, a while ago.
Oh, well, then I'm
But I
sorry.
knew-
If any members of her family are watching, then please feel free to hit the subscribe button. You really set me up there for failure, didn't you, buddy? I'm
Smash
asking
that
people
like
to
for great
subscribe,
effort.
and you're like, oh, well, that's impossible. Like,
Well, I'm sure
oh,
she can
God.
subscribe from heaven.
Ay, ay, ay. All
No,
right.
she's looking down, shaking her fist at me right now.
She's like, I knew I should have given you a C.
Well, it's better than looking up.
Good point. Good point. Well, where are we at? Ralphie's school grade teacher. Oh, who did Ralphie tell his mom he picked up the bad word from? Fudge. Where did he pick that word up from? Fudge.
F dash dash dash.
It was a
I
poor
don't
soul.
remember
That's
what
all
it
I
is.
remember.
I think I'm wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Schwartzy.
between the two.
Yeah.
Either Flick or Swartz, right? That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yep.
Definitely not
And
Randy.
you know why I went with Schwartz is because Flick went through enough
He went through
trauma
enough.
Yeah.
in
He
that
didn't get
movie.
beat up by his mom that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Randy, no, and his dad is who was the real answer, but he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that. All right, it's almost kind of out of reach already. This has been a dominating performance thus far. What did Flick say he was going to get his dad for Christmas? What was the last one? Ralphie's grade school teacher, the bad word. Oh, we're on to Elf. Christmas
Oh,
story's
God.
over. Here comes
And
Elf.
this is the part where I say, "See ya."
Yeah. For real.
Well, I'll tell you, the battle for third place is pretty tight right now, though. I'm not sure who's below Sword Chuck, but maybe they're close to. I don't know. Number 21. In Buddy's farewell note to Walter, Emily, and Michael, what does he apologize for cramming into their VCR? What does he apologize for cramming into their VCR? He said your favorite word. Cookies! Cookies!
Wow. We all went Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
See, that's why I love yous.
Oh, wait.
That's
nobody,
why we all belong together.
Nobody picked
Yep.
cookies.
Everybody went Pop-Tarts.
That was the first time I saw that.
I-
Like, I beat everybody, and then I'm like, oh, we all lost.
I would stick a Pop-Tart in a VCR before a cookie, though. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like a toaster.
Cookies was too easy.
Cookies was, yeah.
That was
Plus that-
Ric Flair all over again.
That was pretty close to a Dennis Leary joke about making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich doc with the VCR.
Yeah,
That's where
that's
my head
more
was going with
appropriate.
it.
Yeah. Well, cookies would make sense for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I went with Pop-Tart. I just thought that's something you would
for
do. 'cause
Christmas,
you-
Christmas cookies. But like I said, I've only seen this movie a handful of times. So you could have told me he stuck an otter in that TV. I wouldn't know the difference. So
He should.
he should. An otter VHS tape is what I mean.
Why
Watch
couldn't you put a Cindy Lauper tape?
And
in
we'd
there?
be like, there's no such VHS in existence. Jack's making it up.
Yep,
Doesn't
that's right.
exist.
We would have bypassed that answer.
We're in
automatically.
Jack's Twilight Zone world.
Finally got to create my own 80s toy
The
world.
nightmare after Christmas.
Yes.
The hangover after Christmas.
All right, well, you were all very disappointing in the first elf question. Let's see if we can do better on the second one. What does Buddy craft from the wooden furniture in his bedroom? What does he craft from the wooden furniture in his bedroom? I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have a clue. A rocking horse. Yes.
I was
Very
gonna
good.
pick that, but I ended up
All right.
going
I've seen the
differently.
movie many times, but I was still a guess, but I was so stern on saying that better be right.
According to Buddy, which of the following is not one of the four food groups for elves? Which is not one of the four food groups for elves? Gumdrops.
Oh.
Gumdrops.
He has to be the only asshole who likes candy corn.
Yep. Preach that.
I actually played it out. I was about to go with candy corn, and I played it out, and I just remember him saying candy canes or candy corns, and then I was like,
Yeah,
I
I
went with
ran the
gumdrops.
line in my head the same exact way you did, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, I remember hearing candy canes and
Candy
candy
coming
corns
out.
right next to each other.
I'm tricking people without even realizing. I didn't. Yeah, like I said, I don't know
I've-
much about the old Buddy the Elf.
I've
Is
seen this
sugar
once,
and
and that was
syrup?
enough.
You've seen it once?
And that was enough.
I might have seen it twice or maybe 3 times, but yeah, not a lot.
All right, we're having an elf viewing, like around it's soon after New Year's when everybody can sleep late the next day. We're gonna have a drinking party and an elf.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting and watching your giant Will Ferrell elf for 1 minute until we all sit and watch my furry Emmett the Otter.
Well, okay, then I'll have to go to sleep and dream your imaginary
Somebody
show.
better send me a 6-pack.
And meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, oh, you said elf. I thought you said Alf.
No,
Cats
we are
is
not.
one of the major food.
No,
The cat apocalypse will not be aired on YouTube through the Melmacian.
Cat apocalypse. Buddy tells the department Santa that he smells like what? What does Buddy tell the department Santa Claus that he smells like?
Me and my family say this to each other all the time.
Yeah. Beef and cheese.
All right, so the former champ is not here. He's actually at a Christmas festival. I guess he brought the grandson there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is that Festivus?
But yeah, but we
For the rest of us?
Festivus. Festivus,
Well,
yep.
He's
No,
airing
but,
his
This answer
grievances.
should have made
The
sense
other
because
thing that I watch with my brothers and my nieces, we watch Elf, and whenever we're like messing with each other and just like being sarcastic, and we say like, "Oh, you're lying. You sit on the throne of lies."
You sit
They're
on
always
the throne of
"You smell
lies."
like
I know
beef
that
and
quote,
cheese."
yeah.
But
Oh,
like
my God.
it's so funny when your little nieces are mimicking that scene to you. You know you did right.
You did well. I wonder how your brother would have done tonight.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna mock him because I think he would have rocked it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do.
Does he know his Emmett the Otter?
I don't know if he watched it. He might have watched it. He said he was going to.
Okay.
He's a guy who does homework.
Yeah.
You know, as I'm not the brother who did homework.
Yeah.
He's the brother who did homework. So he might have done some homework.
Yeah, but he
to
knew like
prepare
he's
for
like
this.
yeah, Emmett's coming on and he would have done some Otter homework. Nice. One left. What toy was Buddy making where he failed to make his daily quota? What toy was he making when he failed to make his daily quota? Final question. Christy, you won this game about 45 minutes ago. It's just a runaway. And very dominating, impressive night. And Harry couldn't make it either. We changed this night for Thursday for Harry, by the way. So Harry watches the video every day. So the next day, he's going to watch this. Harry,
I got that one
I
wrong.
forgive you, of course. No, his laptop was broken, so he couldn't get on tonight. I know if he could be here, he would be here. He loves trivia night.
All right, we
Harry?
missed you
Yeah.
tonight, Harry.
Yeah, Harry.
we miss you, buddy.
Etch a Sketch. Here it is, the moment of truth. Third place, Stogie Claus.
Congrats, cuz.
Santa Balls. And Otter My Love.
Yay.
Excellent. And guys, this is a big night. Not only is it the Christmas
Congratulations.
winner, but this is our first female champion we ever had. This might be the start of a new era. 2023 might be the year of the female.
Congratulations to
I
you,
love it.
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Yes.
She really did. You ran away with it.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she would really have to take a huge dump inside. And I thought maybe, oh my God, what if she doesn't know Elf? And then that's like at the end it was going to be like, not again. Watching your brother Dennis that one time when he came back out of nowhere. 3 women in the top 3, and him and his toxic masculinity just came creeping up. You remember that night?
I do remember that.
That was
It
cruel.
was so funny.
was a great
watch.
It was so funny because like every question that was popping up,
It was geared towards him.
Yes. It was like you knew him and you were throwing out his questions, man. I swear to you. I was laughing. I wasn't laughing because, I'd rather see the ladies win. To tell you the truth, he's won a couple of
won
times,
enough,
you know?
right? Yeah.
But like it was just like it was every single question. I was like, I know Big Bro's got this.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, but I knew Big Bro did.
What one was that? What was that on? TV or movies or something?
I think it might have been TV. It
Okay.
really was TV because I remember like
I think it was TV.
yeah, it was like some St. Elsewhere questions. That was his big thing. What's the one? The Prairie, Little House on the
Yeah.
Prairie. You know what I mean? Because I knew he would. But there was like an Alice. Like there was so many shows.
Everything that he just happened to be
absolutely
really
knew.
into.
And I was
Toxic.
just like, I was feeling bad for the ladies because the ladies were running away with it.
Running away with it.
And
It was
then
gonna
like
be one
the
of them 3
second
winning
half.
easily.
Yeah.
And then it was like
That
here it
second
comes.
half was like when New England played Atlanta.
Atlanta. That was like the Falcons, yeah. But not tonight. Christy did a great job. Congratulations. I'll be putting out your congratulations in the next couple of days. And I'll also be putting out Harry's, who, by the way, won for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
And is now our great pumpkin.
I forgot to put his up. And the other day I was going back to say, when's the last trivia we did? And then I realized I never congratulate him. So I messaged him. I'm like, listen, I'm sorry. I'm going to do it for you. And then just yesterday, he's like, oh, by the way, when are you going to send my Halloween thing out? In the next couple of days, I'm going to hit you and Christy. We got the Great Pumpkin and the Burgermeister, Meisterbrow, drinking burger man, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and not for nothing, Harry earned that Great Pumpkin.
Oh, yes.
Because that was I remember it was pretty close.
And remember how sincere he
in
was?
How it was.
He was the most sincere that night.
He was completely, incredibly sincere.
He was oozing sincerity that night.
Hey, who won the costume party for that?
Your brother.
He did, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he got the most votes. Dr. Emmett
Yeah,
Brown.
I think that was appropriate.
Yeah.
He did earn it.
I voted for him too. That was a good one.
Great Scott.
Dude,
What?
your $15 Axl Rose costume was great, though.
Yeah, it was. That was
I-
way better than Amish Macho Man.
I definitely made an improvement. I didn't
Amish Macho Man is legend.
I didn't kill myself with a sloth mask, and I didn't go full on macho Amish. So I made an improvement this year for $15. That was a pretty good. And I've sent you videos. You see me. I wear it in my basement for fun at this point.
Yeah.
Rocking out to music with nobody around me.
That's
was-
it next year.
That was I don't know if I'm privileged to see that or
You're
or
worse
I'm
off.
not.
You almost
Oh,
want
that
me
was
to take it
hilarious,
back.
dude. You have to keep that forever. I want to see you as a grandpa doing that.
Doing
all
that in
right,
the basement.
like that, dude. You never get rid of that. Never get rid of it. Keep it in good condition forever.
Well, I was sitting there doing like a selfie to send it to you guys or whatever, and I was like, God, from this angle, because it's up in the air, it looks like the Garden of Eden video. Remember his little head shaking around up? I'm like, I got nothing better to do. I got 6 beers in me. I'm in my basement. Might as well do Garden of Eden with my little Axl Rose mop on my head. Yeah,
And
Next year.
that's why the book club is here.
that's why we're here for moments like that.
Next year, I'm dressing up as Dr. Emmett Otter Brown and winning the contest.
And winning he follows it up
All
with
right,
then
dude.
winning.
Bro, meld that somehow and do it. I'm waiting. If you don't,
work on it.
Work on it. We're all going to be pissed.
Oh, you know what? Next year we should have a theme. It has to be a hybrid costume. You put two things together that should not be together. Dr. Emmett Otter Brown.
Well, that's complicated, and I'm bowing out.
I spent
$11. I spent $11
As
on
you
that
bust out your Klingon
fedora.
communicator and you go,
and then I
"Oh,
just put on my.
Chew."
I got one for you.
You're right. That is overly complicated. That's like
Huey, Dewey, Louie, and the news.
I'm telling you, though, Sexton, I think, could come up with something for each of us, it turns out. Wow. Look at his He-Man. All right.
I want to try to figure something.
I'm supposed to do a Twilight Zone trivia, but I didn't. I told you tonight was a bad night, but hopefully I will do that soon for the marathon. But other than that, stay tuned. The LJN wrestling tournament. I'm going to set that up in the next few days, and
hey,
we'll
one
go
would
in there and
argue
make fun of some big rubber dog toys.
one would argue that making fun of the dead is how you end up in the Twilight Zone. So good thing you went to that wake and took care of business.
Well,
you know what? Thank God you didn't play in the Twilight Zone episode, because we went 2.5 hours on the first 25 questions.
I know. Yeah, I know. We would have never.
You know what?
gotten to the
I tell you
Twilight
what.
Zone.
I haven't seen you guys in
But
a
yes,
long time.
and
It was great.
It was great to get back to. It's been a while. But Stogie Claus, yes, your English teacher, I apologize for. Rich is right. I do not want to end up in the Twilight Zone tonight. But yeah, it was great getting back together, and we will get back together soon. I got to do a Twilight. Oh, and I'm definitely doing a pro wrestling one for the LGN tournament. That's definitely.
Oh
happening.
yeah.
And then we'll get back to TV and movies, and we'll get back in business. But all right, guys, it's been fun. Enjoy the rest of your what's today? Thursday?
Holiday.
Is it Thursday? Yeah. All right. And Jeff, I'll be talking to you next week, my friend.
Talk to you then.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, guys. I'll talk to you
Take
later.
care,
Have a
you
good
guys.
night.
Hope you
People
all
at
have a
home,
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas
See you
and
later.
a Happy
Thank you
New
for
Year
coming.
to you and
Excellent
yours.
job.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh yeah. Happy New Year, Pitbull. See you.